Morning, happy Memorial Day weekend, everyone. And today I thought I'd start it off with a reel review. Yes, I got a reel in the mail. Actually, I got it a while back. And I promised the company I'd film some reel reviews. And today is actually the first day that bass fishing is open on the St. Croix River. And yes, that's where we are today. Whoa. Whoa, there we go. The St. Croix River. Alright, so everybody, today is the reel review. I wanted to film this. It's Saturday, Saturday, Memorial Day weekend, and I'm on the St. Croix River. I got about 3 hours before this river turns into an absolute madhouse. So that's why I want to get this out of the way. This is the Cadence CS10. This is a 2000 size spinning reel. They sent me this reel along with a combo. Unfortunately, and I don't blame Cadence for this, Amazon broke it in the shipping, the rod that I was supposed to use for this, but Cadence sent me another rod here. This is a 6.5 foot medium light, and today we are going after smallmouth. Yes, it's the first day of smallmouth fishing on the St. Croix River, so we're going to do some finesse tackle. And what better way to go after smallmouth than a light tackle setup, especially if you're fishing finesse. That's what I'm going to be using. Wacky rig, some Senkos. This is a 6.5 foot medium light rod, 6 pound mono. And this is the CS10 2000 size. 6 pound mono, 160 yards. Braids, 10 pound braid, 165 yards. It's a 6.2 to 1 gear ratio. This is going to be a wacky rig setup. I'm going to be fishing. The smallmouth are actually spawning right now, so they're going to be on beds. I'm just going to cast into the shoreline and hopefully find them in 2 to 3 feet of water and put some big smallmouths in the boat today before all the sport yachts come out and make the waves go from dead calm to 6 to 8 foot waves. Maybe not 8 foot, I lied. 4 to 5 foot waves. Some of those big sport cruisers that are like 50 feet long, when they get up to like 30 miles an hour, it can get a little gnarly out there. So let's hit the water, smallmouth, Cadence CS10, see how this thing holds up. All right, well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to beat the sport yachts. As you can see right here, I got some 3 to 4 foot rollers already. That's gonna be fun to deal with today. That's all right. All right, so to start off with, I couldn't find my regular like drop shot hook or like a wacky rig hook. So this is actually a octopus hook. It'll work for now. And then I got a 4-inch little stick bait. I'm gonna hook through it twice. Just gotta land right on the, why am I even talking? I'm halfway through the goddamn clip. Yeah. Oh, here we go. There's a fish. There we go. Finally. I was gonna say, you almost gotta land right on their beds. That's a good one too. There's our smallie. Yes! First smallie of the day. It's a decent one. It's a decent little guy. What are you? It's a 13-inch smallie. Ooh, got a little beat up right there. I was gonna say, you almost gotta flip it right on these beds. I don't know, his tail doesn't look too tore up, so, but he's in the shallow, little guy. Let's try to catch let's go 16. 16 should be the goal today. I think that's a doable smallmouth on this body of water. Last time I was fishing this, I was actually trying to find panfish in this brush. The river was up another foot or two. So this bulrush was actually flooded. And I just had basically the spawning crappie setup that I use. A little spring bobber setup. And a small jig, a little marbu jig. And all I was catching were smallmouth, so maybe I should go to that, I don't know. It's just a weird way to catch bass with a bobber. Here, smallie, smallie, smallie. Maybe they're in the shade. Let's try the shade. See if there's something under this wood dock. Nope. That was a swing and a miss. That was a double swing and a miss. Strike 3 and you're out of here. Okay, well, it worked. Clearly got to work on my dock skipping abilities. I'm usually shooting docks, not skipping them. It's a rope. It's a rope fish. Probably attached to something. Oh, here we go. There's a fish. Yes. Smallie number 2, baby. That's a good one. I think it's a little bigger than the last one. Ooh, he's running. He's running. I think he took my worm though. Drag's holding up. That's always good. Kind of need a drag when you're fighting smallmouth. I love the fight of smallmouth. This is amazing. I think he's probably about a 15-incher, but man, he's fighting like crazy. I think he swallowed that thing. Nope, get out of the engine. Get out of the engine. Come here, buddy. Whoa, whoa. Well, he's gonna run again. Ah, there we go. I think that's the one we wanted. Oh yes. Very next fish, 16 3/4, baby. All right, well, thankfully he wasn't hooked that hard in the gullet, so no bleeding. That's always a good thing. We're gonna let him go now. 16 3/4. Well, we got our goal today. Should we up it? Let's up it to 18. See if we can get an 18-incher. All right, bud. Go on, whenever you're ready. There he goes. All right, 2 smallies. 2 smallies in the boat. It's always good. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun to deal with today. My legs are definitely gonna get a workout in. Trying to stay on this boat. Balls of tot. How's it only 8:30 and it's 82 degrees outside already? I feel like we're in Texas. This is May in Wisconsin. Actually, Wisconsin, Minnesota. Wisconsin, Minnesota. That's, oh, do I got a fish? Yep, I got another fish on. Nope, that would be a snag. That's what's called, those snag fish. Oh, oh. There's a fish. There's a fish. Oh, he let it go. He let it go. Let's see if we can get him again. I gotta vacuum my boat out. It's got pine needles in it. I just got her all waxed too. She's all shined up and pretty. And then I just put her in some really, really dingy water on the river. That's what you want to do, right? Put her in some really bad water. That's because I do got a fish on. He's been running with it. I didn't even feel him. Yes, there's a smallie. Not as big. He's only like a 14-inch fish, if that. Man, I'm not even feeling these guys. All right, just let that last smallmouth go. That was only about a 12-inch fish. A battery died on the GoPro, so I didn't get the release, but he was good to go. Okay, we're moving. All right, new spot. Got a little rock island here. See if there's anything up and around this. Looks like we got a couple different walleye fishermen on the big. This is a brand new Stillwater bridge right here. I'll bring the big camera out. I'm just being lazy this morning. Sorry. Oh, there he is. Then I gotta tighten up my drag. There he is. Little smallmouth. Baby smallmouth. Not the 18-incher I was hoping for. All right, well, that little stick bait got pretty tore up, so I decided let's switch it up to a little Texas rig. Got a 1/8 ounce bullet weight, 4/0 offset worm hook, and Let's call it green pumpkin, little paddle tail. And it's 10:45, so I'm gonna go 15 more minutes. I'm gonna get the heck out of here because I've been lucky right now. Oh, is that a fish? Oh my goodness, it's a tiny, tiny fish. Tiny, tiny smallmouth. Itty bitty smallmouth. There you go, that's what we wanted, right? About a 6-inch smallie. All right, here we go, last spot, last point. That's a nice house too, holy smokes. They got their own boat launch and everything. Could have swore there was a couple of smallmouth in here. You'd think. Harbor, big rocks. Let's try right on the edge. Right on the shade line here. Oh, there's a fish. There we go. Right on the edge of the shade. I knew there was one in here. I don't think... he's a decent fish. 14? I'm gonna guess 14. Let's see what he is. So you can see as well. Whoop, whoop. 14 and a quarter. 14 and a quarter. Whoa. All right, that's gonna wrap it up. We're out. It's getting way too wavy, and I don't want to deal with this. All right, so that's gonna wrap it up for me on the water today with this Cadence CS10 reel. Again, this is a 2000 size reel. I'll put a link below. Be sure to like and share the video. If you're not a subscriber, below the video there's a red subscribe button. Also remember to click that bell, it notifies you every time I post a video. And at the end of the video you see my face holding the crappie. You can click on that to subscribe as well. See ya.